but Uber kind of screwed it all up because Uber, now everyone's getting driven
capitalism.
around. Yeah.
I just thought of my children. Or you're like a middle-class kid getting driven around by a mom.
It used to be you get driven to the airport, which is when you're poor, your friend drops you off at the airport. When you're rich, the town car drops you off at the airport. But then Uber screwed up the joke because now everyone's kind of
Everybody
Uberized.
can do it. Although, it's like $130 to like Uber to LAX now.
I
was
listen,
just shocked by it.
I have a poor person mentality.
Yeah.
And so once in a while I'll be with someone and they'll go, "Oh, I left my sunglasses or whatever." And then someone will go, "We'll just Uber them over to your house." And I'll go, "That $86 to bring?" "Yeah, we'll put them, I'll call an Uber. We'll put them in the Uber. They'll bring them over." And it's like, I'm going to pay $77 to return this person's sunglasses. For some reason, there's an Uber where no one's in the car. You're just bringing stuff out.
I've had friends that have done that before.
And I'm like, it just feels like an exorbitant amount of money.
Right.
For returning something.
And then you have to communicate it to I did do that once when my toddler, my second kid at the time, hid my driver's license and I ended up at O'Hare. Did you know that you can fly with a Costco card and a TSA pre-check?
No, I did not know that.
So apparently because your Costco card is renewed every year, so it's renewed more frequently than your driver's license. They were like, totally fine that you don't have your driver's license. We know you got to make this flight for a speech in Chicago. And then they were like, also, you have pre-checks, so we've done a background check. You're okay. I think they just gave me a pat down and checked my luggage, right? But then I couldn't get my rental car at O'Hare. And it was a whole process. And I had my husband fax a photo to like a FedEx off-site. And then I had an Uber pick up the FedEx and bring it to the rental car facility. And I remember it was like $30. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Just give me the freaking rental car. It felt like it's so dumb to pay that money.
All right. Stuff to get into. So there's this shooting at the ICE facility that took place very recently, and people were killed. And I've been saying this, and I think
detained immigrants were killed.
Oh, they were. I didn't hear the. Okay, so were they trying to kill detained immigrants?
Well, that was what leftists on X were saying, but then it turned out that no, the guy was actually anti-ICE, and I think he was just a very bad shot.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing that I've been saying for a long time. You are compelling people to take action if you keep talking this way about people who are trying to do a job. There's a way to disagree with people in a way that doesn't compel people to take action, but that's not the way they do it. And so the night before the shooting, Gavin Newsom was on Colbert. By the way, always note the deep leg cross.
You love to talk about the leg cross.
Because it is a competition with...
Did they like color coordinate their suits too?
Progressive guys cross their leg. The only one who'll go deeper than Gavin Newsom is Obama.
Obama does do it pretty deep. He almost can wrap his ankle like around his other foot. He
dislocates his hip on his left side so he can get a little more action.
Very flexible hip flexors.
I think these two guys work with like a Pilates instructor, and like the Pilates instructor, like on the first day, they go, "Are you having back problems or upper back or lower spinal?" And they go, "I want to learn I want to be able to cross my legs like I never had a cock and ball.
I want to virtue signal so much when I go on late night television."
If you saw them with their Pilates instructor, it would all be them sitting on a padded chair and the Pilates guy just forcing the deep leg cross is how you signal to your constituency that you are down because you don't have balls. All right, so here he is. I don't know. I mean, what is this?
He's letting the gray come in a little more. Good for him. He's embracing the age.
Is this good? Is this 10? Thank you. Is this 10 hours before the shooting? I don't know. Maybe it's 12 hours.
I think I'd say
All right, but here he is. Like if I just woke up, I went to bed whenever Terry Schiavo fell into a coma. And then I just woke up now and I turned this on. I'd go, "What's going on here?" "Well, this is a late night show." And I go, "Who's that?" "Well, he's the governor of California." I'd go, "Oh, what's going on? We got to take up arms." Like, we got to go.
He said you have to push back.
Well, now they got to push
literally,
back, but he said that unmarked cars and masked guys with no ID
are grabbing people from behind.
Black and brown. It's always black. I don't know what black people. Don't you feel like black people just want to go? Can you just fucking leave me out of this one? Like this isn't us. This isn't us. Like I know you like to say black and brown, black and brown, black. Whatever.
They just got a broad swath.
Everything affects the black and the brown person. You cannot not include the blacks, but I don't know how many blacks qualify for what exactly you're
how many
Ugandan
immigrants are being rounded up by ICE
and disappeared.
Like Haitian.
Disappeared means what? Give us examples. Who are we talking about? Who? No ID. No nothing. All right. So he's lying. I don't know how much more of this. I'll watch a little more. But sorry.
The chills are fine. Called the Democratic states.
All right.
And he said this literally 10 days after Charlie Kirk was murdered.
There's another
clip. Does he have no sensibility at all?
This is the greatest clip, which is I love the misuse of the word literally. I love it when people go, I was so scared. I jumped out, literally jumped out of my skin. Literally. Okay? Literally jumped out of my skin. It's like, you're not using the word literally correctly. There, he's doing, well, let's listen to this one. This is good. This is a few days before. He's signing a bill. Oh, by the way, I love when Gavin Newsom gets angry. I love indignant Gavin Newsom.
I love when he goes indignant.
No, he is now. He was nice. There was nice
he
Gavin.
Used to be nice Gavin. I feel like
now
he was nice when nobody pushed back on him.
And now he's like, you always look when he says damn.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, I'm sorry, but these damn.
So tough.
These damn rules. And it's like, I can no longer contain myself because he's damn angry about it. It's the whole thing is, it's such a thinly veneered, paper-thin, hollow, tinny act. I would believe one of those plastic owls that they put up on the roofs so seagulls don't shit on your restaurant more than I believe this guy's acting. Why is it attractive to people?
It's only attracted to like a small group of people. And I have been hearing some rumblings that some high-level Democratic donors do think that he might be the chosen one for 2028 because they think that they can like moderate him a little bit. I honestly think if they were smart, they'd choose Josh Shapiro, but I don't know if they're that smart. He's the male Kamala.
Yes.
Like the lack of empathy and realness. I think that
zero.
There's
soulless.
Zero. It's like it's such a shtick for him. There's not a genuine bone in his body.
But let's hear this one because he uses literally.
People quite literally disappear.
All right, sorry, got to go back. Go back to the start. Sorry.
People in mass, people quite literally disappearing. No due process, no rights in a democracy where we have rights.
No rights.
Immigrants have rights.
Immigrants.
And
we're all immigrants.
Have the right to stand up and push back, and that's what
they're going to push back. Here. All right. So anyway, people are literally disappearing. Like Merlin showed up with a magic wand and went poof, and just literally disappearing people.
Is this like this guy's been in government for a while? He's like a lawyer. I mean, how due process is for American citizens?
But also, Stephen Colbert or any one of these guys, can you stop them in the middle and go, look?
Of course not.
These people are trying to do a job. Now, maybe you disagree with it, and maybe they do things that you don't agree with on occasion, but they're not just showing up and grabbing Americans and
Turns out we have evidence to show that the people that they're disappearing are people who have, stood with Hamas and other people that have actually killed American citizens.
But also, it's a process.
Those?
Everyone has a badge. Everyone has a job. Everyone gets processed. There's no rogue agents that are disappearing
I have friends that work for like FBI SWAT. Turns out when they go in and raid places, like remember that like whole Armenian money laundering thing where they were stealing money from the government from COVID and it was like tens of millions of dollars? They were U.S. citizens. FBI SWAT goes in. They're masked.
Right.
And then those guys get due process because all of that is a part of like the arrest warrant and the procedure to move forward and prosecute them at trial.
Right.
And this is like, they're conflating if you and I, as American citizens, were to get grabbed by masked men on the street from the government is very different than an illegal immigrant with alleged crimes that they have committed on top of illegally crossing the border.
Right. But if you thought...
It's not the same. Like, I'm sorry, guys, you don't have the same rights.
No, they always say your constitutional rights. Well, constitutional rights apply to people who are legal citizens in the United States.
Yeah, but also, if you really break it down, it's super simple. They think Maryland dads are being snatched up off the street in unmarked vans, and we think ex-gangbanger human traffickers are being grabbed by the streets. It's the same guy. They think of him as a friendly Maryland dad. I think of him as a human traffickers in a gang.
And maybe there are some of these people that are in the in-between, right?
Yeah. But listen, there is going to be gray area, and things fall through the cracks. It's just the way it's going to work.
But these are the same people that wanted to arrest people for misinformation online during COVID.
Right.
This is the same guy that prosecuted the guy that did the undercover Planned Parenthood videos when they were selling baby body parts.
Right.
Without all the HIPAA violations on the face of the planet. This is the same guy that wanted to dox, with Kamala Harris, by the way, libertarian and conservative donors here in the state of California. Right. So the due process thing, I just don't believe, because you and I are too informed and have brain cells to see through his BS.
Yeah, I mean, Obama weaponized the IRS against his enemies. I don't know how much process.
Our buddy Dave Rubin.
Yes.
He Newsom and the IRS came after him too.
Yeah, I don't know how much process that you get when the president weaponizes the IRS to go after conservative businesses or whatever.
Lower level staffers.
Yeah. All right, so I just want to see him on Colbert one more time, just the first 40 seconds, just to hear what he says, because this takes place, I don't know, 10 hours before the shooting begins at the ICE facility. Is rogue?
Yeah.
Are these rogue ICE agents or just rogue citizens or individuals?
With no due process, masked cartel guys round up people in Mexico too, and he doesn't get too upset about that.
Right. But I love the hyperbole. Everyone's just Tom Homan's just running around with a dart gun shooting people that are brown or black and dragging them in.
But he said there's no hyperbole. Island. He loves that word too.
There's no.
Literally and hyperbole.
Started from the beginning. He's not exaggerating.
He's proud of a law that doesn't do anything.
Right.
He's got jazz hands, man.
Now here's where the hero part comes in. He steps in. He stands up. But it's a lot of stand up and fight and push back and whatever. And here's what I'm saying on this show. Gavin Newsom is 60 and lying and fucking knows he's lying and knows he is using tons of hyperbole when he says no hyperbole. And everybody over the age of 45 in politics is lying their fucking ass off. He knows what's going on, and all he's doing is lying. Colbert's lying. They're all lying, and they're all just sitting there lying, and they don't care. All the old folks are lying. The people who are doing the shooting are in their 20s. Mm-hmm. So they're not the old guys that are lying. The old guys are lying, and then they're motivating the young guys who are picking up the guns. Because what he's describing, I was kind of thinking about this. One of the best films of all time, although you're far too young to have seen it, Red Dawn.
Excuse me, that's like homeschool material.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original, the remake. What the hell?
Red Dawn. All right, what happened in Red Dawn? Well, in Red Dawn, what happened is what he's describing is going on in America.
Yeah.
This force swept in, this evil force swept in. They were disappearing people into camps. They're taking over in unmarked trucks. And he's describing essentially what happened to the town in Red Dawn is essentially what's happening in Los Angeles with ICE. And what's happening overall with Trump, it's our own people, but it's Trump doing it and calling the shots. Okay, so who's the hero of the movie in Red Dawn? It's the young kid renegades who hid in the hills, and they would come down on raids.
And drink the deer blood.
And they would shoot up. You did see this movie. They would come in and they would shoot up the bad guys, and then they would leave again. Did anyone go, oh, what's Charlie Sheen doing and Patrick Swayze? Wait a minute, you shot? No, they're the heroes of the movie because the invading, occupying force has taken over the town, and now they're rebelling and they're fighting and they're pushing back and they're yelling, Wolverines! He should just start yelling Wolverines.
But that would be hyperbolic. He would say that that's hyperbolic and that's outrageous.
Right.
And that's like, no, heaven forbid.
So you've convinced a bunch of, through your lies, through your reckless and dangerous lies, you've convinced a bunch of young men to pick up arms and fight. And by the way, if I believed 3 of your syllables, I would go out and fight as well.
Yeah, it's like the whole punch a Nazi in the face.
Right.
Authoritarianism, fascism, lots of freedom, like no due process. These are all really scary things. And from the people that for the last 10 plus years told people like me that conservative speech on college campus is dangerous.
Right.
Now they're trying to say, no, our speech isn't dangerous. Our calls to violence aren't dangerous. Just like on one side of the aisle is that dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, Newsom's lying and doing what he does for some reason, seizing something that he thinks important. Colbert's more of a useful idiot. He's just kind of going along with it. How
crossed do you think Colbert's legs are under there? Do you think he's sitting crisscross applesauce?
No. You think No, you don't need to cross your legs if no one's watching. If they can't see your legs.
He gets to like man spread under there?
He's man spreading under there.
Okay.
Well, Newsom wouldn't need to cross his legs if they had a desk in front of him.
Oh.
But now that people are watching, you need to know how sensitive he is about how deeply he can cross his legs.
It's kind of the same thing as wearing a mask. If you wear a mask, you care about other people. He's demonstrating in that.
Well, unless you're ICE.
Not if you're ICE.
No, but that leftist way. Yes, a COVID mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you got news, Alicia Krause?
We do got news. Roseanne Barr is a little upset at ABC allowing Jimmy Kimmel to return. She says it's a double standard and talks about, quote, I got my whole life ruined, no forgiveness, and all of my work stolen, and I was called racist for a time and eternity for racially misgendering someone. It just shows how they think, and it's a complete double standard. Of course, back in May of 2018, when she tweeted that former Barack Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett was a product of, quote, Planet of the Apes and of the Muslim Brotherhood, ABC yanked her show off the air despite the fact that it was one of the network's most watched series.
Yeah.
She says she thinks that it's not fair and she isn't holding her breath. I guess she didn't watch the monologue last night. She said she didn't expect him to apologize. And she said she's been blacklisted ever since. And she thinks it's not fair.
Well, no one will go along with me on this because when subjects of race come around, everybody gets scared. And then everyone who I speak to just disagrees with me instinctively. But you can look up pictures of Valerie Jarrett, and she looks like a middle-aged Armenian woman or something. She does not present as a black woman, is what I would say. I went last night because I was like, and I looked at like 5 pictures, and I just showed my girlfriend. I go, does this look like a black woman? She goes, no. But she's something. She can be, first off, this is America. Like if you talk to her and you went, what's your nationality? And she went, my dad's from Honduras and my mom is Dutch. I'd go, well, there you go. Like I would go, you liar, you're black. She doesn't, you can go to the page, the Google image page and look at 9 pictures of her and she doesn't present as a black woman. But
she's a protected class because she's a leftist who worked for their like demigod,
right?
Barack Obama.
But when Roseanne Barr makes the Planet of the Apes reference, and really that's what gets her is the race component, and then Roseanne goes, "I didn't know the bitch was black." Later on, that was her apology. I would not know this is a black woman either by looking at pictures of her. I would assume she's something, but everybody in the United States is something Do you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of swarthy. If you got most Americans, you went, Valerie Jarrett, what is she? Quick. They'd go Armenian, I guess, or Hispanic. They'd go who?
They would say who, and then you say this lady, she worked for Barack Obama.
Well, okay. Go to the middle picture where she's standing next to an actual black woman.
Like she's with Michelle and Barack right there.
Go next to the middle. I use the word middle. Go to the middle picture. Well, you're going to have to go down because you moved it. Go to the middle where she's standing. All right. That's what a black woman looks like. This looks like a picture of a Hispanic woman standing next to a black woman or man. I don't know exactly what it is anymore. But the whole point is yes,
identifies as a woman.
She was railroaded. There's no doubt.
And so, and I get it's like it's two things can be true at once. You can be, against the Roseanne cancellation and also against the Kimmel cancellation.
I think if you're being consistent, you should be.
Right.
But you can't cheer one and not the other.
Well, yeah. And that's what people are kind of saying. And I think that's why you have people kind of on our side of the aisle that are like, yeah, it's time that they get what they deserve. Because for so long, like in one of our other news stories, we have, all these people that were canceled and blocked on YouTube at the behest of the Biden administration, by the way, that are finally having their comeuppance.
This is my
Google
whole
reinstating their YouTube accounts years after they were banned for misinformation.
Okay. This is my whole thing with the whole Mark Ruffalos of the world. Please spare me your fucking constitutional arguments all the time and your crocodile tears. This is the Biden administration going to big tech and deplatforming people who disagree, essentially, with whatever message he may be putting out on any subject.
It happened to Jay Bhattacharya, Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, Stephen Crowder.
And you said nothing.
Yep.
You said nothing.
Yep.
You didn't say a fucking word.
Yep.
So please, stop trying to convince me that you're interested in this. Because I did not hear a peep during COVID out of any of these people.
Or even now that it's
now that it's
like
out.
Public information,
right?
That Google is admitting that the Biden administration pressed them,
right?
Like Google's like, yeah, they actually did.
No, I sent a tweet out to, I think it was, I know Mike Birbiglia did a thing where comedians need to raise their voice, and I said, you didn't say shit during COVID. You said nothing, and you wanted to shut up comedians who did want to say something during COVID. So don't give me the raise the voices comedian thing. Why don't you just say we're going to cherry pick our subjects and decide whether we should be patriotic or not?
If somebody's on our side or not.
Right. And then we'll speak as comedians.
By the way, this wasn't just during COVID. This also was this Republican-led investigation, of course, this committee was looking into big tech companies, including Google, that censored and suppressed content on their platforms related not just to COVID-19, but also the 2020 election and Hunter Biden.
Oh, Hunter Biden. That didn't turn out. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, my whole thing is just be consistent.
Yeah,
be outraged if you think the government got involved with Kimmel's firing, and then be outraged now
at Meta and Google for this same bullshit.
And Biden.
Yep.
Be outraged over this because this is a bigger government overreach.
Yep.
But you'll never say a word about it.
But it doesn't, you're right, it is a bigger government overreach because it didn't just affect like A-listers on the right side of the aisle. It affected people like my mom and my grandpa and my uncle. Like it affected if anything, one might outrage you more than the other because it affected not just the people with millions of dollars and millions of followers, but your average American that was utilizing these systems that they thought allowed them to have free expression, that was suppressing it the whole entire time.
Yes. All right. Give me one more before we bring her.
You want to talk about Miss Kamala Harris?
Yeah, she's great.
She says she now has concerns about trans student athletes and that Republicans misrepresented her take on trans issues during the campaign.
Wait. I got a philosophical question. I'll ask you, Dawson. I'll ask you too, Alicia. Who at their core is more hollow and sort of less genuine and more just paper thin? Is it Gavin Newsom or is it Kamala Harris? Like who? Here's what I want to say. Let's just say I have a graduated cylinder. You were homeschooled. You didn't have a Bunsen burner. I went to public school. I want to buy.
My tax dollars paid for you to have a Bunsen burner.
I failed Mr. Diliberti's biology class, but I have a graduated cylinder. Are you ready, Dawson? And are you ready, Alicia Krause?
Okay, all right, here we go.
It's a graduated cylinder, and there's lines on it all the way up, and it's measured. It's there to measure liquid to see how high I get up there. Mm-hmm. And at the top, it says authentic person liquid. Okay. If I put...
God forgot to give that to Kamala.
If I put Gavin Newsom in a Cuisinart, and I know he's heavier than her, but let's erase that. I put Gavin Newsom in a Cuisinart, and I put Kamala Harris in a Cuisinart, and I made them into liquid, and then we dumped it into this graduated cylinder. Who would be more closer to a human? Who would get closer to the top of that? Now, they both be remarkably low.
True.
Right?
I would actually give it to Gavin.
You think he'd get up a little higher?
I think he would.
I
think he might, too.
Right? You know why I say that? Because I think he's still kind of friendly with his ex-wife, Kimberly Guilfoyle. So I think that there's like a small dose of like normal humanity still left in that soulless body.
Right. And he doesn't have... He has kids.
It's like he's the Saja boy.
She doesn't have kids, right?
Demon Hunters, and he might be able to.
She has saved. Doug Emhoff's kids.
Yeah,
here's the problem.
Kids.
She what?
She's step kids.
No kids for a woman is a little bit of a marker of less in the beaker, the cylinder. But go ahead.
Here's the problem: when you blend up Gavin Newsom, evil just turns into a gas form and escapes and takes a lot of that with you. I think Kamala is more of a person. I think she's a dumb person. I think Gavin is incredibly smart and calculated, and he knows the shit that he's doing. He's
not incredibly smart, though, because he can't answer a question.
Because he knows he's wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
I know, but people... Hannibal Lecter was wrong too, but he could answer the question. You know what I mean? Like I agree with you. He has little flashes of intelligence, but he also, when you're wrong, you get your shit together and you come up with an answer. He has maybe that was just
Kamala
me.
Couldn't do that either.
That's true. And she has no kids, which is a little soulless there. Tough.
Okay. Just as the woman in the room, I'm going to say some women might want kids and don't have kids, and some women have stepkids, and some women have foster kids and adopted kids, and they're
well, listen,
Gavin banged his campaign manager's wife. Yeah.
Foster kids and adopted kids, that gets you higher up than gets you more in the cylinder.
Like sainthood in my
that's right. Mm-hmm. If Kamala Harris went, look, I have an
unless you're Amy Coney Barrett, because then the left doesn't
then
like
they hate you, right? But if Kamala Harris said, look, I have reproductive issues, but I adopted a bunch of kids from Biafra or something, I'd be like,
then she would have more of the human
more
serum.
juice. All right, so you got.
I think you could forego the Cuisinart and blend Gavin in one of those magic bullets, and that's all he's going to get in the graduated cylinder. He's not a human.
Actual bullet. Okay, no, you say.
Although
say Gavin more in the beaker. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a graduated cylinder, but yes,
it's a graduate, just based solely on his relationships. Right? Like his relationships that he has with people on the other side of the aisle.
I believe he's a good dad. I believe, he has kids. I believe he cares about his kids. And I think he has some sort of thing where he's not a bad guy. But we're getting to the point, and I think we need to get to this point, which is bad guys with bad and dangerous ideas are still dangerous people. Even if they come in a friendly package, or even if their heart is in the right place, you are you're a politician with a heart of gold who wants to give the young 17-year-old from the wrong side of the tracks a new lease on life, even though he's been arrested 14 times. So you turn him loose and he fucking stabs you, stabs a citizen. Yeah. I'm sorry, heart of gold person. That still makes you a bad person.
Yeah, the intent wasn't there, but the result of it is the hellscape that is California.
Yes. By the way, I just want to be clear that a magic bullet is a type of blender.
Not a vibrator.
Yeah. No, if it was, oh boy. I'm going to meet that lady.
He and Kamala have a similar answer though on the trans issue. It's like they say that they have concerns about it and it's not fair, but they don't give like a straight up answer about what they're going to do. Gavin has to straddle a line of saying he's into fairness and it's not fair, but then he won't physically verbally take a stand on anything. Yeah. Or tell the California Sports Commission to, not let...
You saying it's an issue of fairness is very ambiguous because both sides argue it's unfair that my daughter, who's now my son, or my son that's now can't compete against, so it's a cop-out zero answer.
It is. Kamala said, quote, "I agree with the concerns expressed by parents and players that we have to take into account biological factors such as muscle mass and unfair student athletic advantage when we determine who plays on which teams, especially in contact sports." But she continued, "With goodwill and common sense, I believe that we can come up with ways to do this without vilifying and demonizing children."
Nobody vilifies and demonizes. They just go, we don't want people. We'll do a little news.
Yeah.
Marshall, hang out, and we'll see what's going on in the world.
So 2 men have been charged with murder in the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade shooting.
Yeah.
That killed 1 woman and injured more than 20 people last week.
2 men.
2 men. Remember, they 2 juveniles were charged?
Yeah. Well, problem is when you say man, I thought, of course, it wasn't a woman that did the shooting, but 2
compared
adults.
To the 2 adult men.
Okay.
Compared to the 2 juveniles who were charged. So the story is that it was just because they were looking at each other weird. Like 4 guys come up to one guy and go, "Hey, why are you staring at us?" And he's just like, "Why are you staring at me?" And then guns drawn, and they just start shooting.
There's got to be a higher threshold for shooting. You know what I mean? It can't just be a glance. It's got, or disrespected me or some.
Yeah, they were arguing about why they were staring at each other.
That's such a. Also, it doesn't seem like celebratory Chiefs fans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's weird that they even showed up.
Yeah.
Like it's just a bunch of people who want to drink some beers and have a good time and celebrate a Super Bowl victory. So there are 2 adults in this mix.
Yes. And one of the guys who opened fire said it was stupid. I just pulled out a gun and started shooting. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, so he regrets that he had a Glock 9mm handgun.
Did he even hit any of the people he was aiming at? I felt like he hit everyone but the person he was aiming at.
No, both guys who are charged are in the hospital right now, so they both got hit.
But then what was the first week and a half of news about 2 juveniles? They were charged. At a news conference, prosecutors will not clarify if those minors had any connection to the adults. So they're still. All right, but here's what I'm saying with the news. It was a week and a half of 2 juveniles did the shooting and are in custody, but we can't give you their name because they're juveniles. Right. There wasn't any talk about adults that were in hospitals that had been shot.
Right.
And there was tape of the one guy running and everyone tackled him.
Yeah.
That guy didn't look like he got hit by anything.
Right.
But why did it take a week and a half to figure out that there were 2 adult males who did the shooting and were in the hospital?
That is the big question.
I think
so. Yeah. So he
do a little better job of sorting.
Yes, and also the guy said he told detectives that he hesitated shooting because he knew there were kids around. But then he heard somebody yell, "I'm going to get you," which he took to mean, "Oh, they're going to kill me. I better shoot this guy first." And as he was running away, decided to just start firing.
As he was running away?
As the guy who said, "I'm going to get you," started running away, he's like, "Oh, I'm still going to fire at him."
In this just huge group, like a throng of humanity.
Yeah.
There's little to no chance your bullets would find their mark. They're probably going to hit some kids and a poor woman. It just... here's my thing. My feeling is I put crime in sort of 2 separate baskets. There's the crime of the wife that's poisoning the husband, who's trying to collect the insurance. There's the crime of the guy who's going to set his dry cleaning business on fire so he can collect. There's sort of motivated stuff, right? And then there's also like I'm going to rob this person who's at the ATM. But it's motivated by something. And then there's, I'm going to push this person onto the tracks of the subway, and I've never met this person before.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to just start randomly firing. Those people I want pulled out of society. Those are the scariest people amongst us. Those are the serial killers in society.
Acting on impulse
But this
alone.
guy adds dumb.
Yeah, well, dumb with a gun pulled out.
I mean, he admitted to it. First of all, he confessed.
Yes.
I just pulled out a Glock and started shooting. It's pretty much, you're just signing the ticket to go to jail. There's no more to discuss. Who does that? Right. Even if you did. No, I didn't, or I don't. He's not saying
dumb guy does it.
Nothing is he? But a guy who would shoot into a crowd is a guy who would say, yes, I did it. Take me away.
Yeah. So the random violent people are the people. There was a tape from the subway where a guy was playing a cello and this chick just came up and whacked him on the back of the head with a metal water bottle. And it's like, I want her out. I want her out too. I want any rando physical crime people and there's nothing in it for them. Like if somebody said, I will give you $100,000 to go to the Chiefs game and start firing indiscriminately into the crowd, at least I could wrap my mind around that. This is not that. All the rando physical stuff.
We don't know just how disrespectful those stares were. I mean, we need the tape so we can see, because there are people who I can imagine who would look at me and I'd probably want to shoot them.
Like, how high was that eyebrow up?
Just what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Which is why,
I almost got triggered. I started reaching for my piece.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, true. All right.
Yeah. So remember, police did know something, because remember, initially they were like, hey, this is not a terrorist threat. This is a
But who are the two
attack.
Juveniles now?
They still haven't. Yeah, we're still waiting on that information.
Well, they weren't fast enough to get away. That's
right. Right. So Neuralink, that's the microchip that Elon Musk has been putting into, wants to put into people's brains, and they tested it on a guy, and he said he's recovering. He actually made a full recovery. Well, now Elon is saying that this guy with a microchip in his brain can control a computer mouse using only his mind. So that's how far we're getting now.
I would like to be able to control not a mouse, but I would like to be able to control rats with my mind. I could take over New York City, I'm sure. I know it's not the same thing.
I thought you need like a flute for that.
Yeah, a piper will work nicely for that. There was a movie called Willard,
right?
Where there was a guy
Michael Jackson.
Dominion.
You can have sing to Ben.
The two of us look no more.
You want to control rats? That's what you want to.
I think I could take over. Like, Aquaman's a chump because he just controls, pike and whales and otters and shit. But if I'm not in the ocean, then you're screwed, Aquaman. There's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? I'm not most of us, but rats, you could take over New York City.
So are you Rat Man or Piper Dude?
Well, I would say things like this. I would say to like local businesses, hey, you got a nice pizza place here, and you would pay an exterminator to make sure there wasn't any cockroaches or rats or anything that would hurt business. So, for the stipend a month, I can make sure the rats don't, hang out in your pizza parlor, and, $149 a month, and then I just go across the street.
At least not in the front. We won't let them, You'll have the rats, but we won't let them come out in the front.
I talked to city officials. I'd get on the payroll. I think I could work something.
Yeah.
With dominion over the rats. But anyway, he can control a mouse.
A computer mouse. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Because
I realized just what happened.
Controlling one mouse, it's really not going to get you far. Yeah. Yeah. So now everyone.
It's about the size of a quarter. Goes on your brain.
Everyone's worried about the future now, and rightfully so.
But haven't you already thought about something and then go to your computer and the first thing that comes up on Google is what you thought about? It's like, I'm thinking about buying a car. Yeah. And you say, hey, there's the car I'm thinking about. It gets kind of spooky after a while. I think we could all probably move our mice with our minds.
I think I think everything is, this is good because people that are disabled will be able to do X, Y, and Z, but it always ends up somewhere. And that's the part we got to worry about, right?
I don't know if we can worry about it.
Well, you don't have kids, right?
Used to be in the phone book, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's name was in the phone book. Well, now we're just digitally phone booked.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't think, I'm not so much now, but my kids there might be something negative that comes from this. That's all I'm saying.
Holograms from your eyes. How bad could that be?
I'm thinking more about AI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have faith in the system anymore.
Have AI write you a joke. It's the funniest thing.
We did. I'm scared that AI would be funnier than me, and so I don't want to do that.
Don't want to give AI that satisfaction.
Oh, I like to get it to write poetry. It writes really good poetry.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Write anything, Write me a poem about a duck with a job.
It would do it.
Sure.
Huh. What if I could control a duck?
With your mind?
I don't think there's much money as rats, but I don't know.
Get the air.
Yeah, that's true. We do get the air.
The sky.
True. We get the sky. All right. Good for you, Elon.
Well, speaking of kids, so Alabama, they just had this unusual ruling, a first of its kind decision, where they declared that frozen embryos are entitled to the same protection as humans, and those who destroy them can be held liable for wrongful death. So this stems from two lawsuits filed by 3 parents who underwent in vitro fertilization. Mm-hmm. And the frozen embryos were being stored in a fridge at a hospital, and a patient walks in to the unsecured doorway, removes some of these embryos, gets freezer burned because it's so cold, drops them, and the embryos are destroyed. So these parents are suing for wrongful death. And they didn't get it. The suit was dismissed.
A patient walked in.
Yeah, a patient walked in.
Who thought they were going to get a popsicle, or they're just under dementia
unclear,
or
just
something?
Went through an unsecured doorway, removed several embryos.
I think he was related to the guy who shot through the crowd.
Not smart.
Yeah,
right. And so
frozen embryos on a stick is what he was looking for.
So the state Supreme Court decided to now declare that embryos are considered children, and this is affecting all IVF in Alabama. Now everyone's scared to do IVF. They're very cautious.
How much of that is going on in Alabama? I feel like that's a California process there. But wow, I don't know. I feel like you need some rules in terms of when a human is a human, but I don't know at that. But do you get manslaughter? You get murder? Like, you can't get murder one. And are they saying that the patient who dropped the vials of embryo is going to be charged with murder one?
I think the hospital is going to be charged with the wrongful death of a minor.
Yeah, but is this a money grab? Like, are they just...
I don't think so. These people think, they have all this money and all this time put into these embryos and they get destroyed. And I think there's an emotional...
Well, yeah, but you get more money if they killed your son versus killed this unviable thing, or this non...
Well, yeah, or your dog.
Yeah, you get more with your son than with your dog. This is what I'm saying. Like it would behoove the people that are suing the hospital to go as high as they can up the food chain in terms of damages. So, when you talk to attorney Mark Garagos, you go, what's this case worth? What's that case worth? And the answer is, what are the damages? What are the damages? Like when they were trying to figure out who got paid on 9/11, the guy was like, well, this guy was he worked for a Wall Street firm and he got killed and he made $500,000 a year, but that guy was a janitor, so he didn't lose as much. So they put a number to everything and they go, what are the damages? When the LAPD guy shoots the gardener, they go, all right, well, that guy made $30,000 a year. If he was 51, three times 20. He's entitled to $600,000. Yeah, that's what they
value. They value the.
They put a number on
But what happens when you don't know when life begins. I mean, can you have a mother suing her son or because she washed his socks and now won't have grandkids or something?
Oh, yeah, his socks. I got you. Yeah, it's hard. It's a slippery sock.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's a stiff sock.
It's a stiff and slippery sock. Once we start
I don't think it'll
this.
stand up to scrutiny.
No, that sock would stand up, but not to scrutiny.
No.
Yeah. All right. Next story.
Okay, so less than 2 weeks after it became public that Taylor Swift sent a cease and desist to college student Jack Sweeney, demanding that he stop publicizing data about her private jet flights. Mm-hmm. He has lawyered up, and he's going to fight it.
Yeah, because it's public information.
That's his argument. It's like, look, I'm just putting out what is already public.
He's just curating what's already on the internet.
But I mean, you're going against Taylor Swift.
I know.
Do you stand a chance?
Well, she's got her minions and she's got her attorneys.
I'm sure her attorneys are very good.
Guy?
Yeah, but I think he knows what he's doing. I think he understands this is a publicity thing. I'm more interested in on this commercial airline flight. When somebody tweeted this to me, there was a commercial airline flight where the tailwinds were so fast, the plane got up over 800 miles an hour, which is
there's video of it, Byron.
Insane.
Can you feel that from the inside? Do you know you're going that fast?
They were shaking pretty good
up there. They were grasping the seats in front of them.
Yeah. Now, it would be in that case where they would tell you they suspended drink service, but I feel like now more than ever.
We need this.
You know what I mean? If there's ever a time I needed a pop, it is right now.
How long have you had that drinking problem?
Right. So what people may not realize is, a commercial jet goes like 540, 550 miles an hour. Speed of sound varies a little bit depending on what your elevation, sea level, and stuff like that. But
I have no clue.
Speed of sound is probably 640 or 650 or something. So that plane is going faster than the speed of sound.
767 is speed of sound.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't move around.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's lighter in the higher altitudes.
Is there what's the lowest speed of sound? I thought it was in the 6s.
Let's see. So
you're faster than the speed of sound anyway.
Right.
At 802 or 3 or whatever they're doing.
It varies greatly from 660 to...
Well, see, just Google me right.
Yeah, to 790.
All right. So yeah, it varies, but you can break the speed of sound in the mid or 660.
Yes, these winds are going up to 265 miles per hour. They got to their destination 45 minutes early.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I would be kind of freaked out once we're going 803 miles an hour because I don't know what that airframe is good for. Those planes are designed to go 550. You just tacked another 250 miles an hour onto that airframe, and I don't know if it's made for it.
And what about the plane in front of you?
You're going to rear end that guy, screw his bumper up. They're all going to claim whiplash.
You want to see it?
Yeah, we'll watch it.
It's shaking. You got some speed wobbles there. Don't order the martini.
Let me tell you. That's where I gather up a couple alcoholics from Coach and I go, let's roll. And they're like, what's the deal? They got the drink card up there. We're going to make a move.
Synchronize your watches.
You're going for the fingers. You're going for the cockpit? No, we're going for the mini vodkas. Now, who's with me? Let's roll. That'll be the last words. We all charged a drink card. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I would be okay if the pilot got on the blower and, gave a few words of encouragement here.
Yeah, we want him to take his hands off the little rudder thing and just, comfort us.
The yoke, they call
it. The yoke, yeah. There's two of them in there.
I tell the co-pilot to get on the blower.
He's sitting up there going, fuck? And you want me to get on the mic.
The co-pilot had any kind of sense of humor, he would use that moment to talk about the rewards mileage plus with the Visa card. We know you got a lot of choices. Those in the Platinum Club will get 3,000 reward miles to any destination in the contiguous United States. I'd just give the whole speech right then, just to have everyone would be
There's a guy in the back of the plane who wants you to make an announcement right now.
I think my thing would work because I think if they usually do the spiel where they're telling you to get the United Rewards card, the Visa card, or whatever. That's when they're coming down. I would say to the co-pilot, just do it now. And he'd go, how's that going to help? And I'd go, people are going to be so fucking confused. They're just going to take their mind off this.
Yeah, now they'll be mad at you.
They're going to think it's business as usual. They're going to think we're just not a care in the world up here. We're just going about our business here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've picked up a little speed.
Looks like we're going to arrive at a destination about 45 minutes early. So now would be the time for me to tell you about the Visa Platinum card for the American miles.
Get 900 extra miles.
Go right into it. It would work. If I was making my move for the booze cart, I would probably pause and be like, what the fuck was he talking about?
Yeah, he could have saved all the booze on the plane,
That's
too.
right. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have a mutiny and make the guy comfort you.
For the greater good.
Not a mutiny. I could pick the alcoholics out, and they'd be white-knuckling it back there, and I'd just pick a few of them out, and I'd go, let's roll.
I think the alcoholics would be fine with it. Like,
yeah, but they don't have any booze.
Oh, okay.
Right, there's no service right now.
You need booze. That's why we got to roll, Marshall.
Yeah, but they're probably drunk. Maybe that's why we in this problem. The pilot's up there drunk.
Yeah, they don't control the tailwinds.
How do we know he belonged in that airspace anyway?
Oh, could have been at the wrong altitude.
Yeah, no, you made a wrong turn. It's happened to you.
Sure, I've turned down the wrong street.
You turned down the wrong street, and
200 knots worth of tailwind.
What would meet us when we made that turn, what we imagined is different for you and me. The danger, I would imagine, making a wrong turn, ending up someplace. Might be a little different for
you.
You
both panic differently.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if there's any time you needed some booze, it'd be on that flight. Better than anyone who was born before you in any other country ever.
No doubt.
So fucking get over it and get to fucking work and shut up.
Exactly.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Oh, women. Impressed. You live 7 years longer than us. How impressed can you be? You get a break on your car insurance. Oh. And you're worried about living your best life. We're worried about providing the money so you can live your best life.
No doubt.
You're just worried about living your best life.
No doubt.
I'm going for fair to middling in the life department. I'm not worried about my best. That's not even on the table. God damn. People always would say to me, they'd go, oh, you work so hard. Like, when are you going to have enough money or whatever? I go, when I can live the life my wife and kids lead, and dog for that matter, then I will have enough money. But I don't have enough money for that. I have enough so they can live that life, but not me. I got to go on the fucking road.
Yeah.
Other than that, no thoughts.
No thoughts.
All right.
So in Nashville, there's a grandfather who ate only McDonald's for 100 days straight. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. And he went from 238 pounds to 179 pounds. So about 58 pounds.
He didn't get supersized. He went the other way.
He went the other way. And
How much did he? He went from 238 to
179.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He went with a regular cheeseburger though. He didn't go with a quarter pounder or a Big Mac.
Right. Well, so he did fries and burgers, apple fritters. He didn't. But the thing is, he didn't do soda, and he didn't consume alcohol or do snacks either during the 100 days. So he actually lost weight. And people.
Well, he was missing the best meal, which is the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
Oh, it's the best.
And the hash brown. I mean, come on. What was he doing? You got to eat the hash brown.
Was he hooked up to a Pilates machine like the entire time, or was he just going about his normal day?
It just says went about his day. Just didn't. So the reason these people are studying him is because he went on TikTok and now people are like, how did this happen? Because there's that supersized movie where I think it was Morgan Spurlock. He got super fat doing it, And so he's now making the rounds on like the Today Show and saying, his secret to success was he would eat only half the provided food in each meal.
That's him there.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute. This is an old story, right? We talked about this 4 months ago. This guy.
It's probably when he started. Now he's out with the weight loss.
Oh, there's something.
He looks like he's holding his breath
about
there.
this
I don't know.
story.
Published about less than a week ago. So
that
sounds familiar.
It's
people
out.
have done this. People have
Maybe
tried this.
another guy did it. I think the guy we're thinking of was a coach or something. But anyway, I like these challenges. But I'd go In-N-Out Burger.
You had to choose. Well,
double.
That's
so
right.
I hit up our fitness consultant Vinny about this story, and he says that this is a complete hoax. Yeah, he says that this is the McDonald's version of Jared from Subway. He speaks a little too polished on these shows, a little too well thought out, a little too well spoken. So he smells a rat.
He's shilling for McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what Vinny thinks.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think that could be photoshopped as well. It looks kind of photoshopped.
AI, Photoshop, it's all there.
Yeah, I haven't had McDonald's in a million years.
Oh, the breakfast is just so good. Breakfast.
Kevin's down with
It's the only reason to go.
sausage.
The Egg McMuffin. First off, I'll tell you what I do love.
Sausage. You got to go sausage.
You got to go sausage, and not the Canadian bacon.
And by the way, you take that hash brown, you stick it right in the middle.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you put it right in the middle of the sandwich, and it's just...
You go full turducken?
Oh, yeah, go right in, man.
I'll tell you what I'm a fucking sucker for. The griddle egg hoop. The formed egg. I love the fact that they got an egg. You know, all you folks that do the egg, like there are places you can go to Fat Burger or whatever and get an egg, but that's just a fried egg. That's just a sloppy perimeter fried egg. Freeformed.
They
fried
put it in
egg.
the hoop.
I like the hoop. I love the formed egg because it gives it thickness. The other plain fried egg, that just drifts off.
Yeah.
That's just a song that'll never end.
Yeah.
It's just, and at some point you're eating egg white that's a 1/16 of an inch thick. There's no good, and then it gets a little tough at the end.
No doubt.
You need the formed
You need the
hoop.
We need boundaries, people.
That's what it is. It's an egg boundary.
Yeah.
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 I got to get one of those hoops for myself.
You need a home hoop.
I need a home hoop. I need an egg hoop.
You'll never be able to recreate it, though, but why? You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think that there's much to it, right? It's
You
just
get
a
the
little
the genius is the English muffin,
Yeah.
and then
You could do better with the muffin, I think. You know, you get some
could step
Thomases.
up.
I think you could step up the muffin a little
It
bit.
may be too nookie and cranny.
The sausage, I don't know if you could make better.
No.
That's really good. And you're not going to do better with the hash brown.
I argue with people about this all the time. They like the link sausage better than the round, flat patty sausage.
Not in a sandwich.
Not in the sandwich.
No, not in a Sammy.
Link sausage is uncookable. You put 9 of them in the pan. You forget about it, and the one side burns.
Yeah,
and then you try to roll it, but it rolls over to the burnt side again. The patty, easy to do. Round. I'll bet you when they design the egg form, the egg hoop, they probably took the sausage patty and they threw like a protractor on it or something. Some guy really worked it out and went, this egg hoop needs to be the exact circumference of the patty, because that's the key.
That's the brilliance of it.
I don't even like American cheese, but somehow it works in this environment.
No doubt. That's why I always say extra cheese on it. You could ask for extra cheese. It's better.
You get two.
American cheese is the only way to go in the situation.
Yes.
Even though it'd be my last choice if I was just sitting around eating cheese.
Well,
because the
American cheese is good for two things: a cheeseburger and a grilled cheese. Actually, 3 things, because you need it on that egg sandwich.
Yeah, American cheese is an enhancer. You don't. It's not something you eat all by itself.
Right.
It enhances
Provolone stands alone, but American, that's an enhancer.
Yeah.
Then
It's kind of a dying cheese too, you know. I mean, it's only the cheeseburger that's keeping it going nowadays. It really is. People are eating less and less American cheese.
Can I say this about the Egg McMuffin, or the Sausage McMuffin?
Yeah.
And McDonald's in general. There's a certain amount of a synthetic vibe to it that is the reason we love it. There's American cheese doesn't really taste like good cheese. It's got a little syntho, Faco, whatever. The Egg McMuffin, the one you make at home, it's like, you ever have anyone ever try to make like an orange Julius at home? It's fine, but it's not synthesized. You need some of that, like orange dye number 14 or the
Maybe
corn
that's what I
syrup
love
or
about
something.
it.
Maybe.
The thing about the Egg McMuffin, it's a little synthesized. You could do it.
Yeah.
You could get good eggs and good, good muffins and you could get good everything and make it at home, and it wouldn't taste as good because it's too good. It needs a little chemical vibe to it.
Could you throw brie on a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin?
No.
Too fancy.
Too fancy.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds
Bring it
good,
down.
though. I don't know.
Now,
So you go with the
I
extra
love cheese,
You go
man. I
double
love any
cheese.
cheese.
Me too.
Of course.
Oh, man, I love cheese.
All right, sorry.
I like cheese that smells like dog shit, but it just tastes delicious, like a Limburger. You ever have Limburger?
Oh, that's the
smells like
stinkiest cheese,
Who
right?
stepped in the, am I allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Limburger.
So, I mean, it smells bad, but when you taste it, it's delicious. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I went to a cheese shop and she was explaining all the cheeses. Oh, if you look at the veins in this cheese, I'm like, I don't want veins in my cheese.
Cheese shouldn't have veins.
No.
Man, I want a sausage McMuffin. Bad.
By the way, I think
I want
those-
that egg forming.
Next time I come on the
hoop.
show, I'll bring you one.
Do they
Please.
use the egg forming hoop? I know you worked at McDonald's, but I remember seeing like a video of them. They just get a frozen silk